How's everyone doing this afternoon, guys? It is time to talk about the new event. We got a couple of new cards. Some people are saying, why would we build like the Steve Eiserman, for instance, when he's got a power-up icon that you can get for 40 gold players? That is a good point. We're gonna go check out the difference between the two and see which one's worth it to build over the other. There's a couple changes in this week over last week, so we're gonna talk about that and see how we can use that to our advantage. But let's get into it, guys. I hope you do enjoy it, and if you do, don't forget to hit that sub button and notification bell if you're new here and you don't want to miss anything in the future. Let's see what they got for us. So when we're talking about it, we're just going to get right down to it with the Steve Eiserman. So it's 40 gold. 40 gold players get you this card right here. No risk. You can get exactly this card here for 40 gold players. And just gold players you can get for 800 right now. So to build Steve Eiserman, you're looking at 32K if you can't buy him on the auction house. Now, what does he get at his 88? First, it's 1 power-up collectible, 3 power-up collectibles, 5 power-up collectibles, and 7 power-up collectibles. Now, we're not going to do the coin value because the power-up collectibles are cheaper than that. You can get power-up collectibles for 15,000 coins, guys. 15 to 16,000 coins. So, and I've done a video on that. It's a Sunday Saver video. It talks about power-up collectibles. If you want to see how to get them cheap, go check out that video. But 15,000. So 15,000 at 7 is 105,000 coins to get him all the way up. So there's 137,000 coins to get this Steve Eiserman. Now, where's the difference? So we see here 88 acceleration, 88 speed, 91 wrist shot accuracy with 92 defensive awareness and 89 face-off. He also comes with 2 synergy slots, one being interchangeable with playmaking boost and shooting boost. And then you got Yoink, off the rush, and elite edges as his gold. So we're going to compare this card to the 88 captain card. And as you see here, the 88 captain card has playmaking forward, which the icon had, shooting boost, which the icon had, and defensive boost, which the icon didn't have. Now, defensive boost is something that a lot of team builders have. If you do want to get defensive boost, because you have the team builders, this Steve Eiserman gets to play off of that, which gets you that added defensive awareness and all the defensive perks that come with it. This Steve Eiserman has off the rush like the last one, except he has backhand beauty instead of yoink. I would definitely prefer backhand beauty instead of yoink. Elite edges is great, born leader is great, so whichever one you prefer would be the one that you would like better, right? I think born leader is good this year, but I also think elite edges is very good up until about January. So with his 87 agility, it might help him out a bit. Now, this Steve Eiserman has 91 acceleration to 91 speed. That's 3 points over the power-up icon. And then he has 88 shooting accuracy and 87 shooting power. The shooting power is the same, but the accuracy is down compared to the icon. And 92 defensive awareness. It's the exact same, but this one has a defensive boost, so you can pull it up a bit. And this Eiserman has 90 face-off when the other one has 89. So again, that's probably right in and around the same. So now that we've looked at it, what do we think? Backhand beauty's good. I like the defensive boost perk over the playmaker boost. The 91 speed over 88 speed is huge. It's absolutely huge. That's a huge difference, and I think that's one that sways the opinion on what this card should be or which one should be better. I think this card is built better than the icon. Now, the icon does increase as you go, and to get Eiserman, you still need 6 85s. 35 per 83, so that's 35,000 per 85, and you need 6 of them, so that's 210,000 coins to get 188, which in this case, if we're talking about the Steve Eiserman that you'd be building, it would cost you 210,000 unless you can get your cards cheaper than 3,500 a collectible, which if you're patient and you work the market, you can always find deals and steals, and that's a good way of doing it. But also, you don't need to play games with the cards to get anything this week. That's the change in the objectives. You just need to get the stuff done with the cards. So, captain cards get 35 hits. That's something you can pound out in squad battles in 2 or 3 games. Get 30 shots. Again, with captain cards, that's something you can just have your one captain card. Like I got Messier. I'll just get all this done with Messier throughout the course of a couple of days. And then Deeks with Messier, goals with Messier, and then score goals with any player and rivals. I already did that, giving me an 82, which would be good for a turn-in. And you get 16 collectibles off of this, which isn't bad because you don't have to put anything in it outside of the player you already have. If you got an 88, you can just slowly work on it and get yourself 16, which puts you to almost 285, bringing that down to 150,000 coins to build the Steve Eiserman, which is in and around the same as the power-up. It's just the power-up version you're going to keep building up and you're going to make it better, but this version's much faster, and it's something that you could trade in for a team of the year later, opening up a spot on your roster. So I personally would go with the Steve Eiserman captain card just because it's faster and it's something that you can turn in for a team of the year. I know it is an expensive turn in, but at that point you're just looking for the 4 or 5 collectibles to help you build a team of the year card to go on your roster. It's an expensive turn in, yes, but that's the way I would do it. Is if I'm working on collectibles anyways, I'm gonna go get the Eiserman, put him in my lineup, because the Eiserman in the power up, you're turning that in for Mario or Gretzky. Now that we've talked about the Eiserman, let's look at another card that looks very good, and that is Ron Francis, 6'3", 200 pounds, 95 face-off, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, with 90 wrist shot power and 88 accuracy. Born leader, close quarters, third eye, comes with playmaking forward, playmaking boost, and defensive boost. So that defensive boost, like I was talking about, is a nice add. I like that because the defensive boost is on a lot of the team builders. So you can get Ron Francis in with that defensive boost perk, boosting that card up and helping him out a bit. Ron Francis will be on my team. I'm a big believer in the higher overall faceoffs are better, so you can win draws. I like Messier because he's dominant on the dot. I keep him on I make sure he's on my special teams. I make sure he's on my low line, so he's always got full energy. And Ron Francis will probably take my third or fourth line, whichever one Messier doesn't, and that lets me move my my centerman back to the wing where they belong, because my team is really jumbled up from team builders, and I need to start moving stuff around. Roman Josi, this card looks good, 90 speed, shutdown seeing eye. He comes with two-way defenseman, shooting boost, and defensive boost. The only knocker is, the only thing that keeps this card from being one that I would say go after, unless you're a Roman Josi fan, is we got Bobby Orr and we got 2 team builders. If you have the 2 team builders and you have Bobby Orr, this card is not going to make your team, because those 3 cards are just better than this Roman Josi. And there's not really much else you can say about that. If you're a fan of the player, go get him. I always encourage to play with the players you enjoy. But this Roman Josi is, for me, a do not build, because my left-handed defensemen are just stacked. And then big old Roberto Luongo. We got our goalie captain, because why not? Speed boost is great if you're looking to get that speed boost synergy on Mike Modano, team builder. And then he's got defensive boost, playmaker boost with showstopper, post-to-post, and energizer, which is not bad. This might be one that could be good, because after a desperation save, it provides a energy boost to all players. That could be huge if Roberto Luongo makes a desperation save while you've got the pressure meter on, all your guys are tired, and it fills up your guys' energy. Like, that could be a huge ability to have, and it's only worth 3 points, which makes it even better. That might make Roberto Luongo a viable option. It's just without games played, he adds 0 contribution to the objective list. If you're a fan of Roberto Luongo, give this card a try out and throw in the comment section down below how you think of it. And if that Energizer does really pack a punch, because it looks like it could be good. Now, there was some comments about people, unhappy, or, just they got the wind out of their sails when they seen the Matt Sundin 85 card, because that assures you he's not getting an 88 next week, and he's just not going to be an 88 captain card, and we're going to have to wait a little longer to get a Matt Sundin card. But I want you to stay positive, because this doesn't mean Matt Sundin's out. Mike Modano got an 85 captain card, and then he also got a 90 team builder card. Matt Sundin's not out of getting another card. It's just we might not see him until we get around 90s. Stay positive. We got a 6'5", 231 Matt Sundin with 87 speed. Unfortunately, he won't be making many teams, and we'll just have to wait for his better card to come out, which we all know there will be. And then another one that upset people a little bit is that Shea Weber didn't get the captain card MSP. I feel like this one should have been instead of Josi. I really do. With how many strong lefties we have, we could have used a strong righty, and this one would have been good. At 6'4", 230 pounds. This could have been a dynamite MSP. A couple of people are upset by it, because they were really hoping for Sundin and Weber. We got Sundin and Weber. They're just not the 88s everyone was hoping for, with the perks of a +3 overall to every other stat. But that is the captain's event, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. And remember, get the cards you like playing with. If Ron Francis is your favorite player, or Ron Francis is a player you enjoy, then go get him. Don't be upset by the Matt Sundin or Shea Weber. We will be getting those cards later on. It's just a matter of time. 90s, 91s, 92s. Later on, when they're more impactful for longer. It's just, we're going to have to wait for it. We wanted them now. Patience is key, right? Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Go get those captain cards. And until next time, ciao, ciao.